Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where I take a look at someone else's mock draft. And I mock and give you my views, thoughts, and opinions. We're looking at PFF, because the mustache himself, Austin Gale, a true legend. I freaking love Austin Gale. He came out with a 2-round mock. It's got some trades, so we're going to kind of just try to speed through it so it's not like a super long video. But he's got a lot of interesting takes in here because I listened to the podcast with him and... who was the other cat with him? It's the other guy on the Stock Exchange podcast. Not Trevor Sikkema, but it's Connor. Oh, gosh, I can't think of it. It's going to kill me, but it is what it is. But go ahead, become a bro, and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Forgot to say, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy, Broshmo. So I'm excited to check this out. Austin Gale, he is the mustache when it comes to the NFL draft. Now he gets to get judged by the beard. So let's go ahead and do the nitty gritty. By the way, I really love this. You already know this is the thumbnail. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars go Aiden Hutchinson. I did this in my mock this previous week. If you haven't checked out my mock, what you doing? But he talks like I'm a bit more at odds with Evan Neal or going with Aiden Hutchinson for this pick, just because, you know, hey, you want to protect your investment when it comes to Trevor Lawrence. But I understand if people want to go Hutch. For him, it's a more obvious choice. Talking about in terms of their grades, only what Chase Young and Allen have had a single season pass rush grade as high as Hutchinson. You know this guy's going to be a great locker room leader, and I'm pretty sure this is not dictated from the fact that he has a podcast with Aiden Hutchinson. That's, first off, that's freaking awesome. And I'm not saying that plays a role in it. I'm not saying it. Just mention this. I'll let y'all make your own decision. Y'all grown up. Detroit Lions, they go KT. KT's great, man. KT's great. You don't really need an edge or don't really need a tackle. And you could maybe argue, oh, we don't really need an edge. We got the Akawara brothers, and we're still paying Trey Flowers all that money. And Charles Harris actually had a pretty darn good year. Oh, crap. Maybe we don't. Well, they're not on the level of KT. They're not on his level. This guy's physical traits are out the wazoo. We forget how good he really is because he is that good. So grabbing him here is... honestly, like, they would love to grab Hutch. If it's not on the board, KT's a wonderful pick as well. Again, they're kind of like 1A, 1B. Just wait till y'all see my edge rankings, man. Y'all gonna flip. Houston Texans go Ikem Ekwonu. See, this is interesting to me. Because Ikem has that guard tackle versatility. But, man, going over Evan Neal is interesting. This, like, let me tell you, people's tackle rankings are getting interesting. Like, you got a guy like Dan Brugler who's extremely high on Ikem Ekwonu. Mike Renner actually now has Charles Cross as his top tackle. And I'm still sitting here like, hey, man, y'all see those jumping, lunging box squats or box jumps, whatever the hell you want to call it? Lunging box jumps. That's freaking impressive. Like, I love Evan Neal. So, like, I really think you can't go wrong with any of the three. They're all really good. So, Icky going here, that's fine. There's more and more trade talks when it comes to Laramie Tunzel. So, it makes some sense. I like Evan Neal because, like, honestly, I thought Tyus Howard looked good when they kicked him to left tackle. I don't know why. They keep bringing him back to left guard. I don't know why. But I thought he looked good at left tackle, so you could bring in Evan Neal, who could play right tackle immediately if you want to still kind of go with that project in Howard. So, yeah, regardless, dressing tackle, it's all good. It's really hard to go wrong here. Let's see what the Jets fans think, though. And I said this video was going to be short. Not short, but I said I was going to speed through it, and I'm sitting here talking. Derek Stingley. You tell me, Jets fans. You tell me what you think. Listen, Derek Stingley, he's got elite traits, elite length, elite speed, athleticism. He has those traits to be a shutdown, lockdown corner in the NFL. I know you don't want to just wash away the last 2 seasons because, yes, it's not great. But can you really pass on that? That's the real question. I think you can make a case you can if you want to go for like Evan Neal, Charles Cross, whoever fits your fancy. But I do get, as long as everything, checks well with the ankle and as long as he tests out how everyone thinks he's going to test out, like, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to still see Steenley go this high. He's top 10 easy, though. Top 10 easy. And then going to the Giants, Evan Neal. We don't really need to talk about this. They land Evan Neal. They want offensive line help. They want to help out Daniel Jones. So, cool. Here it is, dude. Here's what I was talking about. Look at this. Look at this man. It's insane. I couldn't do that. Listen, I get this Panthers pick. I'm in the category of this has to be quarterback, whether it's used to trade for one or draft one. I do understand though, if you're looking long term, like Cross, dude's really good. You need a left tackle. Really the only quality player you have on that offensive line is Taylor Moton. So yeah, bringing in Charles Cross would be ideal. It just I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I can't imagine Sam freaking Darnold starting another game for the Carolina Panthers. It's just gonna be ugly. The Giants, he goes with George Karlaftis. I kind of have a similar stance to Karlaftis as Austin Gale, though he sees more of a Justin Tuck, while I'm kind of like I'm more a modern day with my, I guess, comp is more Trey Hendrickson. But I think this guy's game translates to the NFL well. The Giants are in a spot where they need pass rush. So Karlaftis is kind of like a different cup of Joe when it comes to Azeez Ojulari. So yeah, I like it. Kyle Hamilton going to the Falcons. They go best player available. It makes all the sense in the world. I just spoiled it. No. All right. Well, we don't really need to talk about the Hamilton pick. They take an extremely talented player in the secondary that has some needs. All right. So he has Aaron Rodgers going to the Packers via trade. I know some of y'all, it sounds like Aaron Rodgers did. Did he say his goodbyes? Oh no, he's leaving. Oh no, it's like I've been mocking that. Listen, I think I'm like 50-50 when it comes to Rodgers going to Denver or staying in Georgia or staying in Green Bay. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. But in this scenario, he gives up a first rounder in 2022, 2023, second rounder in 2022, as well as a third rounder in 2022 for Aaron Rodgers. Makes all the sense in the world. They inherit that 1 year, but I'm sure that they want this to be Aaron's like final destination. So they go Drake London. So you got to replace that because unless they franchise tag Devontae Adams, they are going to be thin. They're already kind of thin at wide receiver. Oh, we got Amani Rodgers. Okay. Oh, we have Allen Lazard. Okay. Even MVS is a free agent. So not good. I think this is a good pick by Green Bay. And if they do have to move on from Aaron Rodgers, then they get a lot of draft value out of it. All right, going to number 10, the Jets. Go Garrett Wilson. Y'all know I'm in the Treylon Burks place of, yo, go ahead and give me this. If people think he's Debo, I would love Debo with LaFleur's. But Garrett Wilson's like my, I'm not going to spoil it where he's at on my receiver rankings, but he's high up there. Maybe the highest. But he's probably one of the most complete receivers in this class. Could stand to add some bulk, but it's fine. I like this cat a lot. And then we have a trade. Washington trades out via the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, no, a Seattle Seahawks trade. Oh, gosh, crap's hitting the fan. I'm getting a spam call as we speak. Oh, ignored. All right. So in this trade, the Washington Commanders send a first-round pick this year and next year, along with the second-round pick for Russell Wilson. They also inherit his contract. So I'm not gonna lie. I think Russell Wilson. I think there's a better chance of him being on a different team than Aaron Rodgers next year. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that out loud. But obviously, this would be great for Washington. They get a franchise quarterback. And then Seattle, they use this to take a shot on Sam Howell, who I love. I love Sam Howell. Listen, if you're trading Russ, you're kind of in a rebuild anyway. And you grab Sam Howell, who, in all honesty, I think is a much better comp to Russell Wilson. I know people are like, Sam Howell's a good comp for Baker. No, they just look alike. When you talk about their arm, how they throw the football, it's a lot more akin to Russell Wilson. So they grab Sam Howell to be their QB of the future, or at least QB for right now. All right. Trent McDuffie going to the Vikings. The Vikings have no corners. And honestly, depending on what they do with the defense, if they switch the defense over to more like off coverage quarter concepts, like Trent McDuffie would be extremely nice, first of all, in that regard. But that would also help out Cameron Dantzler. Though Cameron Dantzler, you probably want more. No. You probably no. That'd be fine. And then Cleveland Browns, they do continue to go receiver. Listen, it's so hard to not go receiver for the Browns because it just makes so much sense. Chris Olave, they get a guy that can be a separator at all stages of the field, but he brings that vertical deep threat ability. So they got that. They don't really have that there in Cleveland, and honestly, they could probably stand to add more talent to the receiver position, especially if Landry leaves town. Ahmad Gardner going to the Ravens. Listen, uber talented corner here, as he puts. He would be a great scheme fit for the Ravens, a team that really struggled with health at the corner position. Him making it here, solid. Philadelphia Eagles, they use their first pick for David Ojabo, and then their second pick for Andrew Booth. So they go corner, and then they go with more of a project in Ojabo, or at least he would be like a immediate passing down type of edge rusher who has a freaking high ceiling. So honestly, Booth could probably start right away. You would probably be sticking with Sweat and Graham, if Graham's not like a cap casualty, as your starters, with like a Ojabo coming on the field for passing downs. I mean, they even worked Milton Johnson, the Louisiana Tech interior guy. He even played a little on the outside at times during the season. So like, there really is, if there's no rush to get Ojabo to be a 3-down player. On top of that, like, teams are going to draft him based on what they think he could be, because really this guy's got a high ceiling. Chargers go Jameson Williams. They get a deep threat, which is super nice. I like that. I actually like this. I had who was it? I think I had Drake London going here in my mock. Just to, at least in terms of the size, to kind of make up for what they lose in Mike Williams. But Williams, man, gives them that vertical threat. You know, oh gosh, that's scary pairing him up with Keenan Allen and Josh Palmer. Like, oh, I love it. I forgot Malik Willis was still on the board. Wasn't even the first quarterback taken. But Saints go with that. Yo, that's legit. If he falls here to New Orleans, I feel like if he's available here for New Orleans, Pittsburgh probably would already traded up for him. But the Saints grab Willis. They're in the market for a quarterback on a rookie deal. I'll just say that. Especially with their kind of like their cap situation currently. Malik Willis, very talented. All right, going to Eagles. They continue defense. They go Devin Lloyd. Solid pick. They have one of the worst linebacking cores in football. Desmond Ridder going to Las Vegas. So they trade up with, is this Pittsburgh? This is Pittsburgh. I forgot about this trade. So the Steelers send a first-round pick this year and next year with a third-round pick this season. And they pick up stinking Derek Carr, who currently quarterback-friendly contract or team-friendly contract. Obviously, they're going to have to, do an extension. They probably wait a year, see how Derek Carr looks. But honestly, I like this a lot better than going into the season with a rookie quarterback. I think they can make honestly, Jimmy G might be a team that also might land in Pittsburgh. Just he'll be cheaper, but you're probably getting a less talented quarterback. Derek Carr, we've seen the ups of Derek Carr. We've seen the downs, but to be fair, he's never really been surrounded with good talent. So good for Derek Carr. I don't think the Raiders trade him, but it's a fun thing to play around with. So Josh McDaniels, he gets his quarterback of the future, and in all honesty, this is a better pick than the quarterback pick he made last time he was a head coach. If you don't remember, it was Tebow. All right. New England Patriots, Travon Walker. I actually like this pick. This seems like a Bill Belichick. I like this guy's traits. I will find a way to use him, and he will be extremely productive. That is the Bill Belichick way. And then Treylon Burks going to the Raiders, so they are automatically match Desmond Ridder and give him a top-notch receiving target. In Burks, pair him up with Hunter Henry. Then you also got Zay Jones there, who was pretty solid at the end of the year last year. Then Darren Waller. Did I say Hunter Henry? Hunter Renfrow. I don't know. I know whenever I mention Hunter Renfrow, sometimes I say Hunter Henry. So just in case I did, I got to watch my back. I really don't think Tyler Linderbaum falls this far. And I get it that Rodney Hudson's kind of an older player. He did have injury this past season. But, I mean, it's great. It's great value. You can't really pass up on that. So, that's interesting. I think they would be more willing to go with who the next pick is here. Kenyon Green, just because of his versatility. But, I mean, Tyler Linderbaum is a top 10 player to me. Kenyon Green is a good pickup. I think he could be an heir apparent to Tyron Smith, but right away he could be your left guard. And then Jordan Davis, the Bills, they finally find someone that can be that space eater in the middle and help them get a much better run defense. They've tried it with a lot of options and it just hasn't worked out, so they use a premium pick here on Jordan Davis. Jermaine Johnson going to the Tennessee Titans. I like this, especially if they don't hold on to Harold Landry. Jermaine Johnson is a nice substitute. Almost choked on my coffee, by the way. Oh, gosh. Devontae Wyatt, man. I like this pick. He could come in and he's basically Sue. Yeah. I mean, Sue's at the part of his career where he's just, I feel like he's, I don't want to say ring chasing. I still feel like he has a good passion for the game. It's just the upside's just not there anymore with him. He's old, man. He's old. He's a vet. Listen, Sue's put up elite play for feels like over 10 years. Play declines once you get older. Unless you're Tom Brady, but it's not like Tom Brady was playing in the trenches. All right, let's continue this sucker. Nakobe Dean. See, Nakobe Dean, man, he falls in all these mocks. He's such a hard prospect to figure out how to, like, where to go. But he goes to the Packers here. Matter of fact, I got a comment. It was like, the Packers never draft wide receiver, nor do they ever draft linebacker. I don't know. You would think after a while of like, man, our receiving core really needs addressing. Or, hey, we legit have no one at linebacker. You might address it at some point. Sure, you could do it in free agency, but if the value's there, it's there. I get it. Hey, historically, our team, they don't really have a record, or at least they don't draft, or at least our management does not draft these type of guys, this position highly. But there's always the chance. At least I would say, at least open your mind up to the possibility. Like, for the Jets, listen, I know Joe Douglas. I know he loves the trenches. I know Robert Saleh. Typically, they didn't get by on guys they drafted in the first round at corner or even in the secondary. But maybe, just maybe, they look and be like, maybe we can't miss this prospect here. Like, the value is good. Let's go ahead and take that. There's always exceptions to philosophies. Anyway, good pick. You saw the Miami Dolphins got Bernhard Raimann. I'm not against this. I think he could start right away. And he's actually a really good fit for Mike McDaniel and his blocking scheme. So, and honestly, I feel better with him there at left tackle or even right tackle, depending on where they want to play him, than I would Liam Eichenberg. And if we don't land one of the top free agent tackles like Terron Armstead or so, then it would make sense we would go maybe tackle here. Y'all know me. I still want receiver. I want receiver bad, but like, I think Raimann, at least at this point, is like the best fit. And also, you could entertain other maybe positions. Like, if Nakobe Dean was left here, I think that would be you definitely consider that. Maybe you look at like somewhere along the defensive line. No, Devontae Wyatt's off the board. DeMarvin Leal, he's kind of that tweener if you don't get Agba back. So Kyrie Elam, great pick for the Chiefs. He fits the coverage scheme perfectly to a T. I like that. Trevor Penning going to the Bengals. Honestly, probably starts guard like immediately. They're at left tackle or left guard because I don't see them. I don't know. I don't think Spain comes back. And they also have they were deploying Jackson Carman at right guard, I believe. So Trevor Penning could be one of your tackle of the future, but at least you can start him immediately on the inside because he's got that nastiness in the run game. Matt Corral, Detroit Lions. Listen, I've been saying this, Detroit. I'm not opposed to the Lions taking a swing with the number 32 pick. Because, like, legit, how invested are you in on Matt Corral if you pick him at 32 and technically you already had a first round pick? You're just swinging for the fences. Maybe it works out. If not, then guess what? You're in position to draft a quarterback next year. So I get the philosophy here. I'm not opposed to the philosophy. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. All right, so we're going to run through these next ones. Brian Asamoah going to the Jags. Honestly, they could use linebacker help. Miles Jack is really all they have there after Joe Schubert didn't work out. This is interesting. Detroit Lions go Jalen Pitre. So he's going to be their slot while they got a variety of outside corners to kind of like figure out who's good and who's worth investing in. A lot of young talent at the cornerback position there for the Detroit. Jahan Dotson, They get a nice vertical threat. So it sounds like Brandon Cooks might be on his way out of Houston as well. So this makes sense if that does happen. Daxton Hill, they get a rangy safety, the Jets. I like that. I like that one a lot. I mean, they list him here at corner, but let's be honest. He's probably playing deep. A guy that could also come in and play slot for y'all. Kingsley and Nagbar Reed doubles up on edge. Like pass rush, it's a thing. It's a thing. If you're bad at it, then double up on it. The Jets take Leo Chenal with the number 38 pick. So, I mean, they got one of the worst linebacking cores in football. And Chenal probably is better than CJ Mosley. Mosley just has not had a good career in New York. It's not the same like when he was in Baltimore. The Bears pick up Zion Johnson. That's actually pretty good. Maybe Bears fans, maybe y'all could do something in free agency at receiver. But Zion Johnson making it here to 39 is pretty darn solid. Atlanta Falcons go Kenny Pickett. Listen, if I'm a Falcons, I'm not taking a quarterback here. I'm not. Especially Kenny Pickett, who I think the ceiling is limited, and there are legit concerns. I get it, you're a dome team. You don't have to worry about weather, but this isn't the guy I want to invest in. If anything, if I'm going to take a shot on a quarterback this far in, it's Carson Strong. It is what it is. It's Carson Strong. He's got the bigger arm. He doesn't have the concerns when it comes to the hand size. I know. Some of y'all don't want to hear those two words, hand size. And let me tell you, it's a legit concern. So don't come at me with that small peni energy. Green Bay Packers, DeMarvin Leal. This is a great fit. The Seahawks go Arnold Ebiketie. So that's pretty good. They do need edge help. He's a guy that I think can immediately start. And then the Seahawks, they pick this. This is from Washington. They get Roger McCreary. I like that too. Because they've been having problems in the slot. They can't find a guy that really hold down the slot. They had Ugo Amadi, I think was the guy that was playing slot a lot last year. He's kind of been up and down and just twists and turns. Boyle Mafe right here for Minnesota. Banger pick, excuse me. Then the Browns, Travis Jones. Yo, they do need to get some meat in the middle, and Jones brings the meat. Drake Jackson going to the Baltimore Ravens. Yo, I like that because him and Owe would be freaking scary. I feel like I'd want to get maybe someone a bit more versatile in terms of coverage. Not say Jackson can't do that. He's got the movement skills too. It's just a guy like Nick Benito is a little bit more tested in that regard. But obviously the upside's way better with Jackson. Dolphins, Myjah Sanders. I actually mocked this in one of my first round mocks before. Myjah Sanders. Because this is a good Agba replacement if he decides to go. Because Sanders is a wonderful run defender with the length and explosiveness, I think, to be a real menace on the edge. Colts, they take a quarterback because we all know they hate Carson Wentz. So they go Carson Strong. Not bad. The freaking Chargers, they go Logan Hall. This really isn't a Jeremy Tillery replacement. I don't know. It's not like you're drafted the second coming of Aaron Donald with this pick. I don't know. I'm a little with this pick. Sky Moore going to the Saints. Fabulous slot receiver. I wonder if they can find a vertical threat. Because, I mean, Traquan Smith hasn't really worked out. Deontay Harris is more of a special teamer. But finding a guy that can really attack the field vertically, maybe they do that in free agency. Jaquan Brisker going to the Eagles. They need help at safety. I think, was it McLeod and Anthony Harris are both free agents. Steelers, great pick. Kyler Gordon. Low-key. Might not even be low-key, but corner's kind of an issue there in Pittsburgh. Lewis Cine he's an interesting pick here for the Patriots. Feels like a Patriots pick, though. I actually would have thought Christian Harris might be more of a Patriots pick, but he goes here to the Raiders. I get it. Like, Christian Harris has huge upside. I might be more inclined to go with, like, a Chad Muma or... I guess Chad Muma would be the only other guy. Like, Brandon Smith's nice, but he's kind of in the same ballpark of Christian Harris is. Well, not really. Like, Christian Harris is just like, you worry about him in coverage. At least zone coverage, dropping back in a spot and just kind of like processing where he's at. Letting people get behind him. But opposed to like Brandon Smith, who has just learned to play like a linebacker, you know. Former overhand role type of guy. Oh, George Pickens going to the Cardinals, so they get their AJ Green replacement. I like that pick. Cameron Thomas, I'm not in love with this pick to Dallas. I know I have... oh my gosh, dude. What a horn dog. Obviously, I got a text from my wife. Cameron Thomas is like... because in my last mock, somehow George Karlaftis made it to this pick. And I just feel a lot better about Karlaftis than I do Thomas. Like, Thomas kind of comes in as a tweener, like a guy that can play on the outside, but also could kick inside. But he didn't measure that way, or at least coming in at 264. It wasn't like that in Senior Bowl. So if I'm the Cowboys, I don't think I'm going with that. Buffalo Bills get Nick Bonito. That one's interesting. As they do look, they're looking for more consistent pass rushes. You got Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison as free agents. Dylan Parham's a pretty good pickup for the Falcons, considering things with Matt Hennessy really hasn't worked out. Justin Ross, I don't like this pick for Tampa. You're looking for a separator. Like, Clemson this year, they put Ross in the slot and he was still having trouble separating. Like, you're looking for more of a separator at this point. Like, I don't know. What other options could they go? Who's still on the board at receiver? It would be great if Sky Moore was here. That would be an awesome pick. Maybe Jalen Tolbert? Maybe. Chad Muma going to the Packers. Wow, they double up on... So they get Muma and Dean? Did I see that right? Freaking A, dude. Now now the Packers have more of an incentive to run more two linebacker sets. Typically, they're a team that really likes to be in sub packages. I think they were in sub packages about 77% of the time last year. Here goes Jalen Tolbert to Kansas City. I'd rather Kansas City go with defense, but as long as they're not taking a receiver in the first round. Jameer Sawyer going to the Bengals is an interesting one. I like his versatility to kind of play a variety of different positions, but he's probably better on the interior. I don't know how much he fits the scheme though. Then again, I mean, they do a lot of inside zone, so that would work out. And then the Packers go Trey McBride. They go with the first tight end, possible upgrade over Robert Tonyan. Very interesting pick. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. We went through a whole lot of different picks. I got a doozy of a mock for you tomorrow. Mock the mock, excuse me. And obviously prospect rankings are still continuing. So check those out. But until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.